All right, about 4 minutes. Let's get it. Oh yeah. God, it's gonna be really freaking cold this week. I think one night it gets down to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. So, really freaking cold. Well below freezing. But, should be cool for the videos at least. But, today we're talking about boredom. And honestly, why boredom is so good. It's so good for you. It feels terrible. Sometimes it's just watching paint dry on the wall, but man, it is so much better for your mind. You know, in today's kind of society, especially I'd say in America, because I can only really speak on that because I live here, but so many people are constantly distracting themselves, you know, constantly consuming content. And we find ourselves not being able to think nearly as well, you know? And I think that a major part of that is we're escaping into our phones, into, you know, these alternate realities, you know, it's not real. It's not truly life, it's not truly living. And I would say after, you know, scrolling on Instagram or doing many other things like that, you don't get that true sense of fulfillment. But the best way that I can put it, in terms of, you know, having good thoughts and living a really flowing life, is say in your mind you have this bowl. You have one stream of just pure, clean water that comes in and fills that bowl, and then it kind of comes out on the other end. However, and then there's another pipe that comes in that has a bunch of pollutants, a bunch of gunk that can plug up, you know, the way out and intoxicate, you know, make the water toxic and not good. And then there's a third one, which is your good ideas that come in. And these good ideas, they can be polluted, or they can, if the water in your mind is clean, it can flow right out and you can have this amazing idea and take action on it. And the pollutants really come from constantly jamming your mind full of pointless information. You know, it's okay to enjoy entertainment, but when you're using it to escape your life, it messes up your ability to think. You know, you don't want to do anything else. You know, I'd say for most people it is social media and pornography actually that, you know, pollute your mind. I used to not be able to think super well, and, you know, all of a sudden I stopped using social media because I found out that's the culprit, so I'll try getting off of it. And all of a sudden, guess what? My ability to think came back. You know, not right away, because guess what? That clean water still has to come through and push, you know, the gunk and the polluted water out. So it's not going to be right away. It's not like you get off Instagram for one day and then all of a sudden, you know, you can think again. But I think that most of us find ourselves not being able to think nearly as well as, you know, maybe we used to as a kid. And so much of that comes from just jamming our mind with, you know, constant stimulation and cheap dopamine from, you know, scrolling and watching, you know, fun videos. And it's okay to do those things, you know, but limit yourself. Don't only do that. Because then, you know, those great ideas that you can have, like, let's say in the shower. Some of us have, you know, there's those shower thoughts where you have amazing ideas, or where you're bored and you're just pacing around and you have amazing ideas. It's because you're not constantly shoving your mind full of a bunch of crap. Your mind's able to actually do what it's supposed to do. But let's dunk. Oh yeah. But, you know, your mind can't do what it needs to do, which is think, when you're constantly shoving in too much information and pointless information all day, every day. And so it's allowing yourself just to be bored and come down from kind of that high of just using, you know, a bunch of stimulants and constantly consuming crap. But I hope you have enjoyed. Allow yourself to be bored. Good thoughts will come. You may have to give it time, but, you know, your mind can come back to a much better state of being able to think for itself. But I hope you have enjoyed and have a great day. Bye-bye.